Hey guys, so it has officially been 2 weeks since Wolfie started potty training. Honestly, it has gone a lot better than I thought it would. For those wondering, Wolfie is a little over 3 and he just kind of took to it really quickly. Now, I'm not exactly sure why. I personally believe that it's because he was just ready to be potty trained and it wasn't forced on him from a young age. Because if we did that, it probably wouldn't have gone as well as it did. With that being said, I'm going to take this time to share some of the things that we did that worked for us. We didn't follow any specific concepts to potty training. We just kind of did what worked for us at the moment. And if it wasn't working for us, then we just reevaluated and changed it. We have potty trained one other child, obviously Scarlett, but she is a girl. So potty training a girl is slightly different than potty training a boy, which I will also go over in this video. And before I start, I just want to say that the main takeaway from this video should be go based on your child's cues. If they don't seem ready, that's okay. If you try and it doesn't work the first time, that's okay. Take a break and try again later. Because honestly, he didn't seem ready until he was this age. And even then, I was a little nervous at first. And while I didn't want to be changing diapers for the past 3 years, it is what it is. And I'm glad that I waited until now, because if I didn't, it probably would have gone really badly. Okay, so let's start with number 1, what we needed during potty training. We obviously needed a child, we needed underwear, we used pull-ups as well, and we used a little potty training toilet, which I will link in the description below. You will also need juice, sippy cups, anything to make them drink and to drink a lot of liquid, because we're gonna try and give them more liquid than we normally do to really make them go, go, go. You will also need wipes, towels, basically anything to clean up a mess. You'll need TV because they're gonna have a lot of screen time. For us, we also used prizes that I got from the dollar store, just like simple things like stickers, coloring books, little toys here and there. I didn't pay more than $10 for the whole thing. I also made a sticker chart. I bought it on Etsy, which I can link as well, and then I just printed it, and he really loved that, and it was a great reward system for him. And the last thing that you will need is lots of patience. So the method that we used was pretty simple. We did the no pants method. So he just wore his undies and his shirt throughout the day. Now, we took the little potty and we put it in the living room right in front of the TV. Because for the first day, he's still learning those cues of what it feels like to need to go to the bathroom. And I'm not gonna make him run all the way to the bathroom and pee on himself running through the hallway. Secluding him to one room was really, really helpful because he didn't have a lot of time to recognize the feeling of going to the bathroom. So he would get that feeling and just go straight to the toilet. We watched things like potty training videos on YouTube, Cocomelon, Bluey, Daniel Tiger. Any video that had something to do with potty training, it was on the TV that day. Now, if you're going to be doing this, make sure that you rearrange your schedule so that you don't have to leave the house and so that they don't have to leave the house. I was able to leave the house a little bit here and there, but then Sean was at home with him. But Wolfie, for 3 days straight, stayed at home. Something very important with potty training is clear communication. When Wolfie woke up the first day of potty training, I had a discussion with him that today is the day that we were going to potty train and what was to be expected of him and what he was going to expect out of the situation. Throughout the day, I would ask him if his undies were dry instead of asking him, oh, do you have to go potty, or telling him you should try and go potty. And that seemed to really work for us because he does not like being told what to do. So that seemed to help him feel like he was in control of the whole situation. Now, of course, accidents are gonna happen. Wolfie had 2 accidents back to back right away in the morning, and it's bound to happen. It's still happening now here and there. But the main thing to remember when they're having accidents is to be calm about it and not reprimand them or get angry about it, because although it is frustrating, you don't want to make them feel embarrassed and potentially not want to try to go potty anymore. So you have to just be really calm and reassure them that when you feel you have to go potty, you need to go potty in the toilet and not in our pants. And of course, positive reinforcement when they do go potty in the toilet. Anytime that he went, we were doing the potty dance, we were going crazy, laughing, clapping, singing, all that, anything to really hype him up and make him feel like, this is freaking awesome. I had a sticker chart made, and every 5 times that he would go potty, I would give him a reward from the dollar store. I just had my little bag with all the little toys, and I would just give him one, and he was really liking that, and it was a really good way to make him think, okay, I'm gonna keep on going potty. And we only used the sticker chart for the first 2 days just so he could feel like it was fun and exciting. But after 2 days, I was kind of just like, Okay, that's enough. And in the first day, he filled out almost the entire sticker chart, which is like amazing. But also he went potty a lot. And how did I get him to go potty a lot? I gave him juice all day long. And while some people might be like, oh, you shouldn't do that, you know what? He's not going to drink water all day long. But you know what he's going to drink? He's going to drink juice. So I gave him orange juice, apple juice, grape juice. Anything that I knew that he would be interested in drinking, I was giving him, and he was downing it and going potty, therefore helping him understand quicker the sensation of needing to go potty. Now at nighttime, we did not just leave him in his underwear at nighttime because I didn't want to clean up that mess. So what we have been doing is at nighttime, he tries to go potty one last time before it's time to go lay down. After that, he pulls up his undies and he puts a pull-up right over the undies. That way he feels the sensation of the undies against his skin, but if he does have an accident, it doesn't get everywhere and it is soaked up by the pull-up. He hasn't learned the concept of getting up in the middle of the night to go potty, so he does have accidents in the middle of the night more often than not, but he's still learning. It's literally only been 2 weeks. And I am so thankful for putting the pull-up over the undies because although the undies need to be washed more frequently, I'm not having to clean up a mess every single day, which is amazing. We also do this method if we're going on a long car ride. If we're just going somewhere quick, he will just wear the undies. We'll make sure to go potty before and go potty whenever we arrive to our destination. But if we're going on a long car ride, he is wearing his undies and the pull-up just to be safe. And if he doesn't have an accident in his undies and the pull-up, then great job, and obviously lots of positive reinforcement, and soon enough he won't be in that pull-up anymore. Okay, now to compare between boys and girls because I have potty trained one of each. Now there's not a lot of differences that I've noticed between potty trained boys and girls, but there are 2 main differences that have really stuck out for me. Number 1, wiping. Obviously with a girl, they are going to be wiping every time they go to the bathroom, regardless if it's number 1 or 2. Now a boy is not going to be doing that. With a girl, I felt it was a little easier for them to understand and grasp the concept of wiping regardless of what you just did in the toilet. But for a boy, since he's not wiping after he goes pee, the concept of wiping when they go number 2, it was a little hard for him to grasp that concept at first. He would go number 2 and then just pull his undies right back up, and there we have a dirty pair of underwear. So I had to really explain to him that when we do that, you need to ask mom and dad to help you wipe. And it took a couple times for him to get stuff all over his underwear, but it is what it is, and he's finally learned that concept now. The other main difference between potty training boys and girls is that although you are potty training them both while they're sitting down on the toilet, the huge difference is that for a girl, they just sit down, and for a boy, you need to remind them to point it down. Otherwise, they will be peeing everywhere, which has happened a couple times here. But obviously, I'm a girl. I've never had to point anything down and pee, so I didn't even think to mention that to him. But luckily, Sean did, and so now that's just like muscle memory for him. He knows he sits down, he points it down, and he's good to go. All right, guys, that is it. Those are all of my tips and tricks and everything that we did that helped us to potty train our 3-year-old toddler. I hope this helped, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me down below in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Love you so much. Talk to you later. Bye.